All right. We've made it.
We are here. We are one episode to the finale.
Yes.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling the crown. I'm crowning. Oh my god.
Last week we had Hannah and Marina in the top with Scarlett and Teresa in the bottom. Marina wins and sends Teresa home. It was a sad day.
Yeah.
I loved seeing Teresa again, but like, I do feel like she never really got her footing.
Agreed.
She did really well in the first episode, and then from there it kind of was just, it wasn't disappointing, but it was kind of like, it felt like she never gave it.
Yeah, it wasn't disappointing, but it was disappointing. At this point in the competition, I feel like it was her time to go. I think the thing with everybody and why everybody says like, oh, it was so difficult, it was like we didn't want to see her go, is because she's so sweet and she's so likable and she's funny, but she's just not that great at Drag Race. And like you said, I think this goes for a lot of queens too. There's probably a ton of queens out there that go home without getting a win or something like that, that just didn't get their footing. Like the recipe, just the ingredients weren't all there. And we learned that Hannah chose Scarlett's lipstick. I was a little surprised.
I fucking called that. I called it.
Yes.
Oh my god, I knew the way she was saying, the way she was talking in the workroom. I was like, good for her.
Scarlett did not do a great job stating her case. Period. That episode. And
no, not at all.
I mean, dude, sometimes that's what it comes down to.
If you say, like, I don't know if I'm going to go by track record, you are opening yourself up to elimination. I would, like, never say that out loud, because it just gives anyone a free pass to send you home. Yeah,
like Naomi and Blue weren't running around being like, hey, I'm gonna chop them. I'm gonna chop them. The diversity in this top 5, we have UK, France, Philippines, Down Under, US, and it is so refreshing.
Tia is now the only UK girl left, so the world is really closing in on that finale.
The world is coming, Tia.
We have the roast episode this week, which is kind of a bummer because I think Teresa could have done well.
We thought she'd do well in Snatch Game too.
She's had many opportunities at this point. We start off with a mini challenge Bachelorette dance-off.
Silly, silly, silliness. I did think it was funny though, mainly because Hannah was hilarious the entire time. And the fact that it was like Rue got to pick them off individually by how bad they were, or like how bad Rue thinks they are.
I like when they do just like really stupid shit and award a winner for like anybody. You could have pretty much said anybody won that challenge, you know.
The moment that Hannah, at the end of that thing, the moment she took her boobs out and went to town, it was just like, okay, Hannah, you win.
So Hannah wins, and she gets to choose the performance order of our sham wedding of Graham and Michelle, which is also a roast.
Do you think the order of a roast matters very much?
I don't think it matters all that much. I personally would just be like, I don't care, put me anywhere, because your performance really is what's going to stick out. If you're not a comedy queen, you almost get a little bit more grace from the judges, you know? So it's like, if you do just okay and you go after somebody who's really funny and you're like not a comedy queen, like the judges would be like, wow, you're so brave, you did so well. So, I mean, we've seen that happen now. So like, why even sweat it? Why even like make it an issue?
Right. I mean, I guess I understand not wanting to go immediately after somebody who's like really funny and gonna do well. But like you said, it's really the performance that is going to make the difference. The order in which you go is just kind of filler information, in my opinion. Like, if it's funny and you go first, they're going to be like, wow, you really opened the show really great. You were perfect to go first. It's like, I was just good. And they made such a big deal out of it. They were just like, ooh, who's going to go? We got to be like really decisive about this. And then Hannah had her whole little bit with the corporation, which was cute.
She's got her like little LinkedIn that she's making. Oh, and what was iconic about this week is that the order of the performances was alphabetical.
Oh my god, I love that.
Isn't that so fun?
Fuck yeah.
Opening up the show was Hannah Conda.
I thought Hannah did a great job. I thought it was, it seemed very easy for her. The jokes were just kind of rolling out. She had the judges laughing. And none of it ever came to that point where a lot of the queens nowadays can be like bad, like mean and offensive, but it never ever crossed into that territory. Her look was so campy and silly. I was like, she's the drunk aunt at the roast wedding. I really, really liked it. I've got Hanaconda in the all right mama tier this week.
The look was perfection. We all know that girl at the wedding. Her delivery was really, really strong. It was still a little bit wordy.
Yeah.
Despite what Catherine Ryan had, given her that note. But she also has a leg up because we've said before that Rue just loves Australians. I think she loves when they say cunt and fuck, like in their accent. Like there's something very specific about Australians that Rue loves. But she also just did a great job. I also have her in All Right Mama. And I wish that they had shown her read for Tia. They cut it out.
Wait, they did?
And I'm very pissed about that. Yeah, because she went down the line and introduced everybody, and then they just didn't show whatever she said for Tia.
I didn't catch that. I watched it so many times, I didn't catch that. Now, up next, we have La Grande Dame in her, red, fierce spy look. What did you think?
I actually thought she did okay. The, frozen twat joke, it wasn't that strong, and she really leaned on it, so that kind of killed her momentum. But she did genuinely have some good reads, like the page not found thing that she said to Catherine was good, but if she would have had just a strong ending, because she really fumbled the ending, I think that could have saved her performance a little bit more. But I honestly didn't think it was that bad. I do still have it in Cut Your Wigs Up.
I agree on a lot of what you said, yeah. I think the redeeming factor of everything for me is that she didn't let it get to her, that it wasn't going over so well, and she was just like, I'm gonna keep going, this is my fucking roast, and I'm giving it. So she was very, tenacious in that sense, and yeah, it wasn't horrible, it wasn't that she was unfunny, it was just the timing was off. The language is obviously something that she's still working on. I actually have this in Drag Delusion this week.
Wow.
Yeah. She can be funnier than that. And even if she can't be funnier, she could have just had more material.
Next up is Marita Summers, who was looking beauteous.
Oh, God, she's so hot. Marina did so much better than I thought she was going to do. They were playing it up like she was going to be in the bottom, horrible, going home no matter what. But okay, they weren't that inadvertent about it. But the fact that she went up there, held her own, did a good job, didn't fuck anything up really. And the only thing that was weird to me was when she did the eye thing, and it was okay, stop it, take that out, and everything else is great. I have Marina in But Is It Fashion this week.
I agree with the note about the eye. It was a good idea to kind of a crutch to lean on, but she didn't really need it. Personally, her actual jokes weren't that funny. I think La Grande Dame's jokes were funnier, but Marina's delivery was more confident. And I've said multiple times, on this show, that your confidence on stage is 80% of what you're doing. And the people who know well enough, know what you're doing well enough, like comedy or music or acting, to notice that you fuck something up, will be oh, well, your delivery was so good, it makes up for it. So because Marina's delivery was confident, it didn't really matter that her jokes weren't all that funny. So yeah, I have her in But Is It Fashion too.
Up next we have Scarlet Envy and wow, Goldfish Brain, the roast. Okay, here we are. Back to earth. Okay.
I have been saying this. Okay. I said it in the Snatch Game that Scarlet is not that funny. People say that she's funny, and people say that she can read, and she has moments here and there, but her problem is she over-explains all of her jokes, and it kills the delivery. And the way that she delivers them is very contrived. It seems like she's acting, and it doesn't flow. You know, she's entertaining, like, as a person. She's charming. She's pretty. But she is not funny. And this proved that, like, once and for all, that she is not funny. And this is drag delusion.
And that's your thesis statement.
Once and for all.
Okay, so first of all, the look was not it for me. Not in any way, shape, or form for me. Probably the best part, second best part of the roast for me was when Hannah said, I have it written down, the assault that she's unleashed on her face today in reference to Scarlett.
She really read her.
Because, girl, I don't know what has been going on with the makeup and the blush. Like, specifically in this roast is, like, strikingly bad. And yeah, you're right. Her whole, like, over-explanation of things is really, like, kind of, like, annoying because it's like, be funnier. Just be funnier. This was not clearly her thing, where I feel like Snatch Game was a little bit more on, like, her alley. Yes. I have her in Cut Your Wigs Up.
And closing out the show is Tia Coffee, who I think looks stunning in this pink dress. Maybe not the makeup, but I like the dress.
And the hair, it was like, we don't usually see Tia with, like, straight, that colored hair. I was like, oh, this is kind of cute. So Tia was amazing, to be honest. Like, I'm going to throw the flowers at her because her roast made me laugh so much several different times, and it just kept going. It was so on brand for her. Like, it was very, like, I expected it to be kind of like her reading challenge, but it was better. It was sort of like that, but it was better, in my opinion. I thought it was less kind of like dad jokey, but it still was very Tia. I really thought she knocked it out of the park this week. I have Tia in Slayana.
She looked beautiful. And watching it through the second time and picking up on even more of, like, the wordplay that she was doing and that kind of, you know, higher level humor. I mean, it was still so funny after multiple watchings. And she didn't have a single clunker. Like, not even one moment that fell flat. And she even made a good fat joke, which I love when people can, like, make fun of things that you're not supposed to make fun of, like being gay or, like, being fat or being trans, in a way that everybody can laugh about it because it's actually funny and it's not, like, making it in a taboo way, right? And Rue was fucking living for it. I mean, she was screaming on the fucking panel. And the trumpet. Why the fuck did she have a trumpet? Like, it was just, like, one of those things that just built everything and put it completely over the top. I mean, yeah, Slayana. I mean, she killed it. The
trumpet killed me. I was dead when she said that. This week, the runway theme is Take Me Up the Aisle, and I'm sure the directive for that was bridal or bridal couture. Starting off, we have Michelle Visage in this. Would you say that's aquamarine? What color is that? Cerulean? It's like a very, it's a piece of fabric. No, it could look like a piece of fabric. I think it looks really flattering on her. Love that she's giving us legs. She's greasing it up. Love the hair. Always on it. No, I won't say that. She's usually on it with hair. I'm greasing this.
Yeah, she's been wearing a lot of these dresses this season that are very kind of simple silhouettes, but she looks great. She's greased. The hair is slicked and curled. She looks great. Greased. RuPaul's arms look like 400 feet long in this picture. It's kind of terrifying.
Ru also kind of looks like an alien deity being like, oh, come to me.
Yeah, maybe. But next we have RuPaul, who is giving us a structured fuchsia gown. I love this gown. It is so cool. I love when Ru wears things that are a little more avant-garde. I think she looks great. Grease.
I kind of hate it.
Really?
Yeah. I kind of just wish, like, from the waist up, it wasn't so, like, I don't know.
kind of static.
Because I do enjoy it from like the waist down. I feel like it looks almost like a flower that's being dried like upside down. But I just don't like the top of it. It just looks weird to me. Face, hair, great. Everything else, great. But I'm gonna nooch it.
RuPaul's first nooch.
Anyways, next up we have Catherine Ryan in Royal Blue.
Oh my god!
What did you think?
I love this. When I saw the beginning of the episode where you see like a little snippet of the judges, and I saw all these feathers, she said, "Bitch, I'm gonna bring my Victoria's Secret fashion show runway wings." She looks great in this color. I live for Catherine Ryan. Grease. Slayana.
Yes, I love this look. She's giving us cascading hair. She's giving us jewels, fringe, feather. Like, oobs, for real. I'm greasing this for sure.
And finally, we have Graham Norton in his little tuxedo.
Ooh.
Did he change? Wait, why is he like wearing a tux here? Was he wearing a tux in the wedding?
Yeah. No, maybe. I think so.
He looks fine. Great.
Fun, great, grease. First up for the queens, we have Miss Hantakanda.
I thought this was gorgeous. It was kind of risky to go traditional-ish bridal because, you know, some other bitch might have brought almost the exact same thing. I liked that it was simple with the silhouette at the top and she didn't like overdo it with jewelry or anything. She looks really beautiful and elegant. Grease.
I think this is a great look. Her mug is beautiful on this runway. Her eyes pop out so much, and there's not a lot of details to this, but what is there is perfect. There's like not too much. I could have maybe done with something on the shoulder if I had to critique it, but I really like this. I'm gonna grease it.
Next up, we have La Grande Dame. What did you think of this futuristic nuclear warfare wedding gown?
Bitch, I love this. I love this, and I'm so glad that it was like, okay, come out and be like a bride. And she was like, no, I'm not doing classic. I just did that last week on a different theme.
Right.
I'm giving you different. I'm giving you couture. I'm giving you huge ruffles. I'm giving you a headpiece. Like, this is amazing. This is mega Slayana Grease.
I'm so obsessed with the headpiece on this outfit. I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, glued with my like eyes open, stuck to the screen because it's beaded, which is like so fascinating. The way that it's actually constructed is so cool. And I love that she, went with a different color and she went with a story to make herself stand out. Just, that little something extra that we kind of expect from her, and she totally nailed that. Grease. Grease.
Okay, next up we have Marina Summers. Where are we with her?
Stunning. The hair, the headpiece, the makeup, and the fact that this was like actually hand-woven material from this tribe, and for her to be able to showcase it on the runway, bringing that message of like her culture. I mean, you can't find a single fault in it. Mega super grease Slayana.
Fuck yeah. Agree. Like, this is so fucking beautiful. I love it when queens can actually, like, they'll bring actual culture and, like, it's, like, something tangible, like this fabric. And the story behind it alone is amazing. And then she's like, I'm bringing this to the international, like, public eye. Like, it's so cool that she was able to do it and mix it in with what she does. I love this. She looks amazing like she always does. Like, super grease on this one. I love her.
Moving on, we have Scarlet Envy with an Elvis number. Thoughts and opinions?
I have none. Gross.
Wow!
I hate this look. I hate it so much. I fucking hate it. No. No. Gross.
Wow. Okay. I don't mind it. I thought it was really well constructed. There's a lot of detail to it, and I liked the kind of beaded bra under the jumpsuit. I hate the hair and makeup. So for that, we'll give it a nude.
Okay.
I hate your hair and makeup.
Out of my face. Out of my face.
Oh my god, the Scarlet fans are
Oh, they're gonna kill us. Jesus. Okay. And up lastly, we have Miss Tia Coffee. What did you think of this look?
I didn't live for it. I really wanted to like it because it's like kooky alien. I love that, you know. But she couldn't walk in it. And her legs look great, you know. But that's like really the only thing I like about it. Oh, it's real bridal satin. Like, I don't care.
Whatever.
The garment itself is like, it's fine, but there's just something about it that is not, the storyline that she's trying to give doesn't feel fully realized. So I'll nooch it.
Like when I look at it, I don't get bridal. I mean, once I look at it for a couple of moments, yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, it's not a wedding dress, but like, doesn't come to mind first off the bat. The wig, I don't know. There's just like, I just think it's in general with Tia. There's like a level of polish that still is to come to her that she has not obtained yet, and this look could be great if she had that kind of like those finishing touches. If the wig didn't look like it was like blown a little bit out of like, I don't know what. If just things fit a little bit better. If she could walk a little bit better in it. If the baby wasn't there at all, maybe that would be better. I don't know. I didn't like it. I'm grossing it. I hated her eyebrows too.
Imagine how much better this would look with 40 inches pin straight white blonde hair.
Exactly.
Or black, even.
She should,
you know, to offset.
She needs to borrow some shit from Taste.
The tops this week are Tia Coffee and Hanaconda, which gag. Everybody else could be eliminated.
Everyone else is in the bottom. Yeah, that usually they do that like an episode earlier, I think. I think last season they did like an episode before they did the if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom situation. But not this time.
And Scarlett is convinced that she did not deserve to be in the bottom, and she keeps saying, well, there had to be 3 bottoms, so here I am.
I don't think that's fair. I think she was one of the bottom 2. I think it was Scarlett and LGD.
In what universe? In what universe do La Grande Dame and Marina, for their runways, deserve to be anywhere near a bottom?
Exactly.
You know?
Like, for real.
Like, I don't know. That's crazy. That's drag delusion just for that alone.
Just for that drag delusion. I feel like if one of the queens were to be safe and there were only 2, I feel like it would be Marina or... Yeah, it would be Marina or Scarlett that would be saved. But definitely more so Marina. The other thing is that like during the like deliberations with the girls in the bottom, both Hannah and Tia kind of like made mention of having the thought of possibly maybe potentially sending Marina home. And it was just like, it sent ice through my veins. I was like, don't you fucking think about it.
Honestly, you have to consider it, because if you don't send her home now, you're not going to win the competition unless some kind of drag miracle happens this coming week. I really don't think anyone can beat her in a lip sync. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But then if you send her home, you are inviting all of that hatred.
Yes.
For really robbing somebody of their shot.
Dude, yeah, I would not. I mean, if I were just like, yeah, this is probably my last run on Drag Race and I want the fucking crown and this is my one path to it, I would probably consider it. But like, oh my God, I'd be so scared.
How important is the crown really? Is it worth all of the fucking people sending me death threats because I sent home?
Yeah, for real. I would probably say no. I just sent myself home. Hannah, she was a little obvious that she kind of doesn't care for Scarlett. I don't think she was like really hiding anything. She was like saying nice things, but also being like, yeah, you're great. You should be proud of yourself.
Right. I mean, she was fully ready to send her home
I
last week.
know. So I was like convinced that she had already kind of made up her mind, but you never know.
All right. The lip sync is Euphoria by somebody.
Laureen.
Laureen.
Euphoria. Hannah's fans. Holy crap! They were so cool.
So good.
It was like such a simple effect, but it was so effective. It was amazing. I loved it when she did it like this and they were in the air. It was so exciting. She was so good. I was so happy and so proud of her.
Meanwhile, on the other half of the stage, Tia is pulling a bunch of garbage and tissues out of her pockets.
Trash.
She's got like window cling, fucking shamrocks. It was bad.
It did not come off
bad.
right.
Hannah is like, got her fucking, she's like a witch casting like a fucking fan spell on you. And like Tia's just like, oh, a used hand.
A K for Keita. Like how symbolic.
I couldn't even recognize like half of it, except for Teresa's panties.
It was Teresa's panties, a shamrock, a K for Keita, and I don't know what she had for Mayhem, and I don't know what she had for Gotham either. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Something.
I have like a hair stuck under my something. There's like, ah!
So yeah, the lip sync was really, really fun to watch. It was definitely pretty one-sided. It was like very obvious kind of that Hannah would take this, and she does. She wins the lip sync and finally gets herself a repeater badge, and it was so deserved.
I was so happy.
Yes.
For like the last, repeater badge challenge, Hannah finally got
Yes,
one.
it was so deserved too. I was so happy.
And Scarlett goes home!
Bye! This has been the Grease!
I'm sure, well, you know what, actually, I don't know that Scarlett saw it coming because she really thought she didn't deserve to be in the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't think Tia would have picked Marina. I don't see that for her.
Yeah, after
in her French vanilla fantasy.
After her like giving Gothi so many chances, she doesn't have the heart, I don't think, to send Marina home. Honestly, on a real note, I think Scarlett did do a really good job this season. This has probably been my favorite Scarlett season that I've watched. Yeah, she is not my favorite queen, but I think there are like some definite like redeeming qualities to her. She did a good job. She did get a win. It does suck to go home right before the end, but I do think it was kind of the right choice with how everyone else has been faring, particularly how she kind of stacked up with the runway. It really was overshadowed by the top four.
This top four is insanely strong.
I know.
Scarlett did definitely redeem herself in certain areas for me. She brought, one of my favorite looks from the season was her Monster I'd Like to Freak. The revamping of that was so good. She has legitimately done some really good work on this season. But it was her time.
Bye-bye, mama.
Time's up, bitch.
Time's up, bitch.
It's not all sadness. We have to award this week's best hair, best mug, best dressed. Joshita, who has your best hair for this week?
I had a really hard time trying to pick who had the best hair because I honestly wasn't really wowed by any of the queens with the hair situation. So I ended up going with Catherine Ryan with that big, cascading, beautiful high pony. Absolutely Catherine Ryan.
I actually made a note about her hair
so
in the rose because it was so beautiful. She is so hot. But I did give my best hair to Hanaconda.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. She looked great this week.
Yeah.
All right, who do you have for best mug?
Best mug is going to Marina Summers for her runway look with all the little white dots all over her face.
Yes. This week I actually did Hanaconda because I thought on the runway her makeup was stamped. Her eyes popped. She looked amazing. Hanaconda.
All right. And for best dress this week, who do you have, Joshita?
La Grande Dame, obviously, for her beautiful bridal couture.
I have Marina Summers for her amazing tribal wedding look. It's like a cheat code. Whenever you can bring something super, fabulous from your culture, you win.
Fabulous culture. Yay! Next week we have the finale. What team are you on, Princess?
Marina has to win. But I would be okay with probably anyone other than, I think, La Grande. Although I love her so much, I don't think she has, been as strong as the other queens.
Okay. I think if I have to pick a team, it's Team Marina. Marina deserves this win. Marina should fucking win this season. Or LGD, because I love her. But here's my other thought, is that with the Jimbo-fication of going to Canada to the US, or to Versus World to US, I would love to see a La Grande Dame. I would love to see a Marina Summers on All-Stars 10, 11, something like that. So it'll be, I don't know, it's going to be bittersweet whatever happens, but Team Marina deserves this. She should take this crown home.
And we're so close.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't believe we're almost done with another season.
I know. Oh my gosh.
We're going to plan for the next one.
Yeah, we're like almost double finales up in this bitch.
Bye-bye, mama.
Time's up, bitch.
Time's up, bitch. Bye. This has been The Grease.